You've been using Claude Project. You built one, it works. You're retyping less. And then you hit a wall. The outputs start drifting, you keep pasting the same data every single week because Claude can't see it on its own. Or someone else on your team tries to run your workflow and it breaks because all the context was living in your head, not in the system. Here's what's actually happening. You've outgrown the tool you're using. Not because projects are bad, they're genuinely useful, but because you're trying to do 3 different jobs with one layer. Today I'm going to show you the 3 layers Claude actually has, how to tell which one a task needs, and why getting this wrong is the most common way an AI rollout stalls in your own business and in clients. The mental model here is called the 3 layers, and it maps to 3 verbs: knows, does, reaches. Every "can Claude do this for my business?" question resolves to one of these 3, maybe a combination. But the first move is always the same. You identify which verb the task actually needs. Let me walk you through each one. A project knows it holds standing context for one work stream. When you build a project, you give it instructions. Who Claude is in this context, what the inputs look like, what format the output should take, and you upload reference files into the knowledge base. Every conversation you start inside that project inherits all of it, automatically. That's the value. A project is a memory for a single workflow. A skill does. This is where people usually have a gap in their mental model, so let me be precise. A skill is a packaged procedure, a folder with a skill.md file that contains specialized instructions, scripts, and resources. Claude auto-invokes it when a task matches. The critical difference from a project is portability. A project lives in one workspace. A skill travels with you. It works across Claude apps, across Claude code, and across the API. If you have a procedure that needs to run the same way everywhere, not just in one project, that's a skill. A connector reaches. This is what people actually need once they've been using Claude long enough to get frustrated. A connector built on something called MCP is a live link into an external system. Not a reference file you uploaded once. A live connection. Claude can read your Google Drive, pull open tickets from Jira, or create a Confluence page. And it does so within the permissions of whomever is signed in. The key word here is live. If a task needs fresh data from a real tool or needs to take an action in a real tool, that's a connector. Projects and skills can't do that. They have to reach outside the conversation. This is actually where most people get it wrong, and it's worth pausing on it. The mistake isn't using projects. Projects are the right starting point. The mistake is staying in a project when the task has already outgrown it. 2 symptoms to watch for. First, you are pasting the same data manually every single time you run the workflow. That's a sign you need a connector. Second, you build something useful in one project and you keep trying to recreate it from scratch in other contexts. That's a sign you need a skill. The pain is a diagnostic signal. So the router question, the one you ask every time someone says, "Can Claude help with this?" is, does the task need new context, a repeatable method, or live data and actions? Context points to a project, method points to a skill, data or actions point to a connector. Here's what matters here, and it's actually the part that trips people up most. These layers compose. A mature workflow uses all 3. You might have a project that holds the standing brief for a client, a skill that enforces the exact report structure whatever Claude is running, and a connector that pulls this week's live numbers from your analytics platform. None of those 3 is doing the other's job. The skill, no pun intended, is naming which piece you need, not forcing everything into one layer. One sentence to sum it up. If you can't fetch it, file it in a project. If you need it to behave identically everywhere, make it a skill. If you need the live truth from a real system, build a connector. In the previous video, we got Claude to convert a YouTube video into a blog post. It did a pretty good job, but we still had to do some manual work. Paste the video transcript, then copy the output, go into WordPress, paste the blog post, and add SEO metadata. So let's see if we can improve on this flow. What if we grab the transcript automatically from YouTube? No copy pasting. Just give Claude the link and it pulls the transcript for us. And maybe we can automatically create a draft blog post in WordPress as well. All we'd have to do is review the draft and publish it. We can actually achieve both of these things with connectors. If you go to Customize and then into the Connectors section, you'll see the connectors Claude already provides. The most popular are the Gmail, Slack, Google Calendar, Canva, Figma, Notion, Asana. But if you search for YouTube, you won't find one. There is a Google Analytics connector, but that's not what we want. We need something that can grab a transcript. So we can't use a built-in connector here. We need to create a custom one. And since YouTube doesn't natively expose a transcript API in connector form, we are going to use a third-party service. In this case, vidIQ. vidIQ has an MCP connector, and MCP stands for Model Context Protocol. For simplicity, just think of MCP and connector as the same thing. Here's how to connect it. Go to vidIQ, then to Account Settings. Depending on the app you are connecting to, MCP settings might be in a different place, but most often they're under Settings. vidIQ will give you instructions for generating an API key and, most importantly, an MCP server URL. Copy that URL. Now go back to Claude Code, click Customize, then Connectors, then Add Customized Connector. Give it a name, vidIQ, and paste the MCP server URL. You don't need an auth client ID or secret unless the instructions specifically say so. Hit Add, and Claude will walk you through an authentication step. It will redirect you to a web page where you authorize the connection. Once vidIQ is connected, go back to your project and update the instructions. Instead of I will paste the YouTube transcript, change it to I'll paste the YouTube video link, get transcript. Everything else can stay the same. Save the instructions. Now all you have to do is paste a video link and hit enter. Claude will figure out on its own that it needs to grab the transcript using vidIQ. You don't have to tell it explicitly. The connector is loaded into the context, and Claude looks for any available action that fits the task. Since the instruction says to get a transcript and vidIQ provides that capability, it goes straight there. Once it has the transcript, it writes the blog post. In my case, Claude flagged a few things in its own output. The voice wasn't quite right since my blog posts tend to be technical. That particular video was more opinion-based, and there wasn't much concrete data in it. Fair observations, and I will have to address them. Now for the second half, automatically create the draft in WordPress. If you are using WordPress, there are a few MCP plugins available. I'm using one called Easy MCP AI. Go to its settings dashboard and you'll find, again, an MCP server URL. Copy it, go back to Claude Code and add a custom connector the same way we did with vidIQ and paste it in the MCP URL. The connection process is identical. Once the WordPress connector is live, just tell Claude, create a draft blog post in WordPress. It will find the right MCP tool on its own and create the post. When you look at the draft in WordPress, you will probably notice a few things missing. No Yoast SEO key phrase, no metadata description, no category, no tags. You can fix all that by going back to Claude and asking it to fill those in. For example, add a Yoast SEO key phrase and meta description, then separately set the category to AI augmented development and add the tag AI coding. Claude will handle both. Finally, I also asked Claude to disable comments and turn off pingbacks on the post. Two things I always want off on my blog. Claude handled that through the same WordPress connector. So by this point, we've gone through quite a few steps, nudging Claude on what to do with a blog post, making sure specific fields are filled out, setting the category and tags, disabling discussion. The issue is we don't want to repeat all of that nudging every single time we ask Claude to create a blog post in WordPress. We want this to be repeatable. Claude has built-in skill called Skill Creator. Just tell it, create a skill from the blog draft creation process we went through in this chat. Claude will look at the conversation, pull out the steps, and write the skill for you, including things like filling out the Yoast SEO key phrase and meta description, setting the right category, adding default tags, and disabling discussions. Everything we had to nudge it on this time gets baked into the skill, so it happens automatically next time. Once Claude writes the skill, you click Save, and it shows up under Customize Skills. The next time you ask Claude to create a blog post, the skill fires automatically. You don't have to prompt any of it. One thing worth saying here, if Claude actually gets everything right on the first try without any nudging, you probably don't need a skill. Claude understood it once, it'll likely understand it again. But if you find yourself prompting Claude to do specific things repeatedly, you don't want to keep doing that. Just ask it to create a skill from that conversation. That's the pattern. And that's how you use connectors and skills together to build a more optimized Claude workflow. Less manual work, more repeatable output every time. The framework is simple. Knows, does, reaches. A project holds standing context for one workstream. A skill carries a procedure across every surface where Claude runs. A connector gives Claude access to live data and live actions in real systems. 3 layers, 1 router question. Does this task need context, a method, or reach? What actually makes this useful isn't the vocabulary, it's the diagnostic habit. When something breaks down in your Claude workflow, you now have a place to look. Pasting data manually every time? That's a connector problem. Rebuilding the same procedure in every new project? That's a skill problem. Brief that's inconsistent across runs? That's a project problem, probably a weak standing brief. Here's your next step, and this will take you about 10 minutes. Open your project, the one you built around your own hotspot. Find one thing you're doing by hand every week that Claude could be pulling from a tool, and find one part of the procedure you'd want to use in other projects too. Write them down. You've just drawn the roadmap for your next 2 layers. That's the actual work.